Good morning and welcome back to my channel, Hanny's Harvest. I would love to give you a garden update today and show you all of the progress. I've done a lot of work. I actually might forget to show you some things because I've done a lot since the last video, but I'll try to show you what's different. And also, a lot of the plants have grown a lot, so that's very exciting. Let's go around the house and see what's happening. This area, the in-ground garden in front of the house, is pretty much the same, although more of the wildflower seedlings have sprouted, and the bulbs, which I forget what all is here, those have come up too. And then I added a little pathway just so I could more easily weed, but this is mostly the same. Over here I covered it with wood chips, pine shavings first, and then I collected a lot of grass clippings from the yard and added that to the top for more mulch and more nutrients for the soil. And then I've got some sweet potato vines that I picked up from the co-op. That was like $4 or $5 for 12 slips. So I went ahead and did that. So I'm hoping that those will vine out and kind of create a bit of a ground cover here to help with weeds. And I think that'll look really cool as well. I put in a couple flower seedlings. Here's a nasturtium and some marigolds and other things tucked away. They're hard to see. More sweet potato slips over there, and then in the middle we have my eggplant starts, which I might have put in a little bit early because we are having some cool weather this week, but it was cool last night and they seem to be fine. By next week I think they will start growing faster because it's going to warm up, and May 10th or 11th I think is the expected last frost. Alright, now the walkways of my main garden have been it's so loud sorry, right by the road, but the walkways have been cardboarded for the most part. I'm almost done doing that and putting pine shavings on top, which is really helpful for the weeds. Now here we've got radishes and turnips. I've already harvested a number of radishes and used in soups and stir fries and tacos. Here we have our Chinese cabbage. These are really big, and I'm just kind of waiting to see how big they can get before they start to bolt. Now you can see they're wanting to, because we've had some warm days, and so they are trying to go to seed. These will be harvested really soon. We've got carrots, which are slowly but surely gaining height. I'm not sure if any of this is going to come to fruition by the time the heat rolls in, but we'll see. The lettuces have bolted, these tatsoi greens, so I'll probably harvest the last bit of these soon. We got kale. I keep cutting little leaves from these for salads and stuff. Arugula, spinach, endive. And like I said, we've had warm days, so these have really intense, fiery flavors and are getting a little bit bitter. That's okay. I still eat them. They're good in soups, especially. These cabbages surely will not make it before the weather warms up. That's okay. Again, I can just eat the leaves. We've got sweet peas, growing up the trellis, and I've already been out here picking off aphids. They're just getting in the leaves and sucking the liquid out, so got to keep an eye on those aphids. Now, I planted my squash starts here. I believe this is yellow squash, and then there's a zucchini down there. We've got mustard greens and kohlrabi. That's what it's called. Kohlrabi in the middle. And some Swiss chard as well. Okay. So that's what's going on up here. These cabbages are the most exciting thing for me. And the radishes, because I can actually eat those right now. I've been harvesting the outer leaves of the cabbage as well, and just kind of tossing into different things. Now, let's go down here in the left part of the yard. Probably have not shown this part of the yard in video, because there's not anything down here really, except now there is, because I want to put in a patch of corn back here there's like a sunny corner of the yard way down here, and my plan is to put in corn and maybe some melons and various squash, possibly grain, maybe beans. And to water the area, we will put in a rain barrel back up at the corner of the house and run a hose out here. So I hoed this area in rows. That took 2 days, about 2 days. It's 10 feet by 20 feet, so 200 square feet. Then I cleaned out the chicken coop and used that mixture of composting straw and wood shavings, and like the pee and the poop from the chickens, all that good nutritious stuff. And then I packed it into the rows I had made. And I'll just let this sit for a little while, maybe a week, until my corn sprouts up in so what I did was started the corn in a container up at the house, and once they're a couple inches tall, I'll transplant them into those rows. I decided to do that rather than start the corn directly because I've never started corn in straw like that, and I wanted to make sure the weeds didn't overtake those little seedlings. Hey Matt. Yeah. Just saying hi. What you doing? There's a Dan. Hey Dan. Let's check out the potatoes. All good. My little strawberry plant is putting on some nice fruits. Look at that. I've already eaten, I think, 2 off of this one plant. That one has yet to fruit. Okay, here we are at the chicken coop. Last night we picked up 5 new chickens. 3 more, wait, 3 more leghorns, which are the white ones, and 2 more red chickens. I forget the name of those. Oh well. So now we have 8 in total. Now we had 2 chickens die, one because Bub attacked, sadly, and the second, for unknown reasons, she just got very still one day and slowly died, which was sad. But none of the other chickens have gotten sick or anything, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know enough about chickens to know what happened, but she might have had a heart attack or just died. I mean, chickens do that. So let's go in and see if we can find the others. Hey, Bub. He's guarding the coop, ready to attack. Okay. Hey y'all. Some of them are outside, some of them are inside, so probably can't see all 8 of them at one time. But there they are. And we got a nesting box finally. This was like an old rabbit hutch that was laying by the barn. Kind of falling apart, so Matt turned it into a few nesting boxes, and they seem to really like it in there. Our chickens that we had before acquiring the new ones last night had stopped laying, so we're hoping that the new ones, or at least some of the new ones, will be laying soon, and that our old chickens will be encouraged to start laying as well. Onions, garlic. Look at that, big. Now, I want to show you something pretty cool. Mushrooms. Isn't that awesome? So many of them. These are Italian oyster mushrooms. And you know what? I think I better harvest these today because they look like they're drying up, and we don't want that. This is a different variety which hasn't fruited yet, but maybe you can see there's like some white fungus looking stuff under there, and that is good. That means it's colonizing the straw substrate. So hopefully this variety will eventually fruit. I believe it's called Black King. So that's pretty exciting. Now we'll go look at the irises real quick. They got beat down by the rain these past couple of days, but most of them still look nice. Look at that. Beautiful purple ones. And we've got some pink ones. Lovely. I laid down straw after weeding this whole area like a week or so ago. Now, I like these the most. These whitish blue ones, kind of an icy color with yellow in the middle. Isn't that great? Out here we have our fruit trees. They put on so many leaves. Great sign. So we have apple here, another apple. Okay, and 2 pears, kefir pears. On there. Now, I decided to use these gates for gardening purposes because we do not open or close them ever. So what I'm going to do is grow beans up these gates. So tied the gate down, put down straw and some composting manure. Then the beans went in a couple of days ago. I don't know if this is going to work because I mean, I just have no idea if this straw underneath with the compost on top will actually work or not. So we'll just have to give it a week or two and see what happens. Lastly, I want to show you my tomatoes and peppers. The tomatoes are really big. Some of them looking better than others. You see, got this leaf curling under business, which I hope does not mean they have a disease. Now, not all of them are doing it. Some of them more than others. Well, these have leaves curling up, which could mean a variety of things, from disease to over or under watering. And I don't know. I'm a little concerned that they aren't healthy, but I'm working on hardening off these tomato plants this week so that by next week I can hopefully get them out into the garden. Hardening off is just when you take them out a little bit more every day and expose them to the sun and the elements. These are peppers. Jalapenos, cayenne, bell pepper. And then one last little thing I'll show you. Here's a bulb. This isn't too exciting, but here we have fenugreek sprouts that I'll be putting on my salads and chia sprouts. And I just think they're really pretty and liven up the room in here. All right, so I'll close out by just giving you a quiet little last peek at the glory of the front garden. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you have a great day. Until next time, enjoy this weather and happy gardening. Bye-bye.